Good morning, traders, guys. Welcome to Digital Goats Academy. I'm your host, Antoine Boatwright, aka the Digital Goat, guys. And welcome to Digital Wednesdays, where I pretty much give you guys my viewpoint on potential trade setups that I'm personally taking. So you could choose to use this information or not, guys. But today we're going to be talking about F.O.M.C today. Not too much talking about it, but I want everybody to be aware that that's going on today. So the conditions of the market might be a little bit aggressive, but let's just go into a couple of pairs that I was looking at already. One being Euro USD, guys. So I'm gonna talk about Euro USD, S&P 500, and potentially US oil. But let's go ahead and get right into it. So last night I actually gave out. Did I give this out? No, I don't think so. But anyway, I was looking for Euro USD to find some type of support down here in this structure. So as you can see on the 30-minute time frame, this is Euro USD. This was my projection for what I was looking for the market to do. Obviously, you guys see the green are my targets and the red is my potential stop loss. Obviously, you know, if you're going to take a setup like this, guys, you do based off of your own risk. So my stop loss may not be your stop loss, but just understand the risk behind that, guys, right? So last night I was looking at it consolidate. It broke out of structure. So this morning it actually retested that structure. So if we go down to a smaller time frame, now 8 o'clock hasn't come around or 8:30 hasn't come around. So until we get that news from that time frame, the market could still push down a little bit lower if it decides to. But if we just look down on a smaller time frame, this is exactly what we want to see from Euro USD. Now I want to see it break this doji over here. But to me, this is a good sign. Reason being is that this is straight up the top of this consolidation zone. So it initially had this breakout to say, hey, I may want to start making my way up top from the consolidation from the consolidation zone and create some type of structure in order to retest these previous highs right here. So I don't know if you guys heard that. That was news coming out just now. Let's actually look at that. So you see it broke out this previous high, and now it's currently retesting. But let me switch my screen to see what type of news just came out just now, guys, real quick. So I use my FX book. I know other people use Forex Factory, MSM Money. I'm always watching Bloomberg as another outlet that I use. So just to put me on the right path of the market. So let's just focus on today. Like I mentioned, today is F.O.M.C, guys. You can see it as a red folder or a red highlight, whatever is on your screen, depending on what news outlet you're using. But where is it at? It should be coming out around 10. F.O.M.C, where you at? What was that yesterday? Oh, right here. I was like, okay. That's around 2 o'clock. Okay, I don't know why. I don't know why I thought it was coming out around 10. I think I didn't refresh my page when I was looking at it. But anyway, it makes sense. 2 o'clock, right? But even though that the major news won't come out until like 2 o'clock, the best thing is to be out of the market by what? By 11 a.m. Just to kind of assess the market, get your bearings, be in preparation for when the news does come out so you can put yourself in position to catch some of these entries, guys. Don't try to chase the market during FOMC. You just want to be in position to take the trade that comes to your entry, right? So I just wanted to show you guys, like, this is all the news that's impacting today. So like yesterday, it's a lot of US news, a lot of news surrounding oil. So I'm hoping this news will start to bring oil down. That's actually, we'll go into oil in a few after Euro USD, because oil did make a bear move that, man, I did not catch, even though I knew that that move was coming. But what can you do, right? You do your best as a trader, right? So oil made a bearish move. So right now, Euro USD, this could be the area where it decides to create true support. So it may retest down, but I'm waiting to 8:30 to see. But based off of my parameters, this is what I'm looking at. This was our original entry. I know we took a higher entry somewhere up here. I forgot where the entry was. But if you remember my call from oh man, I didn't push it out. But my call from Sunday, my setup Sundays, I had mentioned that 09035 was going to be a potential entry for us to take. Now it dove deeper earlier this week. It dove deeper, so it dove a little bit deeper than what I expected. But we're here now. You know what I'm saying? We're here at 09035. So my expectation is that I want to see a bull run from this position anywhere in this area. I could still have it come back down to 09035 or whatever it is on your broker where this consolidation pattern is, and then buy from there. But that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at for potential reversals for Euro USD. I know we've been selling since last week. So what I'm looking for is I do want Euro USD to continue to sell, but what I'm looking for is it to respect the resistance that it made on the higher time frame, which was, this is our first level of resistance, but I do think that Euro USD could potentially go higher. But what I want to see it do is create some type of resistance up here. So we need price to come up here at least twice on the daily time frame in order to confirm that, yeah, we are in fact bearish. But what I'm thinking is that we'll probably break up out of here, create a new high, and then dive down deeper from there. There's still a whole lot of room for Euro USD to climb up to. From last year, well, from the last 2 years of where it fell down from. So if you just look, just draw a fib on it, right? We currently hit, well, we hit a little bit below 618, 61%. So I'm really expecting the reversal to be as high as 786. To me, that'll be the proper zone for the market to retest, because that was the previous low. That was the most recent low that the market, or the biggest low that the market broke out of in order to retest and then continue pushing down. But we'll pretty much see from here. This is showing signs that it wants to create some resistance, but I would like to see another push up in order to create that ceiling to force the market down versus just this higher high that spike up. Either way, we'll still need some type of correction. So even if it doesn't create a resistance equal to 618, we should see some type of pullback in this area over here. I know I got a lot going on, but if you can discern that. So all in this area right here, we still need some type of pullback, right? So even if we don't meet the high, we should meet the previous low that this high made. You see what I'm saying? And then create, your structure from there in order to continue selling. But that's my projections for Euro USD today. So I'm looking for buys all day, unless the market breaks down lower than what I expected. And then I'll have to reformat my analysis. But oil, right? Let's talk about oil real quick. Now, oil dropped down. I was so mad, didn't catch that, even though I expected oil to do that, but whatever, right? So oil was creating these higher highs that just kept on pushing up until it decided to drop from there, right? So at this point, I was a little bit skeptical on what oil was trying to do. You see it created a fake inverted head and shoulder. And the reason why I say fake is because how strong this move is on this 1 hour time frame. If this was an inverted head and shoulder, it would have pushed this market a little bit higher. But the fact that we're all the way back down here now, that tells me that this is invalid. These are selling opportunities. Just catch the pullback, right? So if I go out to the higher time frame, you can see the major move that oil made. That's not even, I mean, that shows it because now we have more data. But let me see if it shows it on the 8 hour. Yep. Y'all see this giant bear candle right here? This is a giant engulfing bearish candle, really signifying that, yes, this is a selling market. But at this point, I knew that once we started breaking these structures over here, these levels, we pretty much broke the support structures and the ceilings that we need to confirm that we are bearish. The only thing now is catching the pullback, seeing how high the market pushes back up in order to retest and then push the market back down. I don't see oil pushing back up to this point that it came from, but again, 50% or close to it. So it just depends. I think the move right now is still selling pressure, but I think when oil decides to retest, it'll make its way back up to 50% or 382. 618 possibly. That's the gold zone. So that is the previous low in this market. But I would look for anywhere in this zone after the sell-off. So I'm looking for the sell-off and then the retest. I'm looking for it to make its way somewhere up here. But again, that's all supported by what the news generates this morning. So we'll just have to see from there. But this is a selling market at this point. You could just turn it to the Hakanashi candles and see that oil is in fact selling. Right now, it's actually consolidating until it has a breakout and then continue pushes down. Now, you might as well treat, if you trade stocks, you understand that when there's bull and bear moves, those moves are pretty much strong in those markets, right? So treat oil somewhat like a stock in the market, guys, versus treating it like a currency. Currencies tend to be wishy-washy as far as like their breakouts, but stocks tend to be more true in direction, right? So with oil showing that it's trying to sell based off of the momentum of Hakanashi candles, guys, you can see that, okay, once I get a little bit more selling pressure, I'll be able to, one, clearly see that, yes, this market is trying to sell, which is good for the economy because that's going to bring the value of gas down. Thank God, right? Thank God that that's going to bring the value of gas down. I don't know how low we'll go, but we have a lot of areas that oil should be retesting. I can honestly see oil coming back down as low as like $30 a barrel. And I don't think that's like a economic collapse. I just think that's just part of the movement that the market does. But clearly we're at resistance right here. If you see from, what is this? April. So we're at the resistance made, which was 82, around that 82 number that I mentioned. So if you remember, I was talking about oil being bullish all the way until $82 a barrel. We're now at that point. This is the highest level of resistance. It popped up a little bit higher than I anticipate, like 84, like almost $85 a barrel. But currently it's sitting between $81, $83 a barrel, which is still in the ballpark, you know, what I was projecting, guys. So currently we're at resistance. So we should see a continuous push after the market retest. And, you know, you just find your zone from there. The easiest way is to wait for a break of structure around this zone. But if you're somebody who tries to catch the pullback, you know, well, really with this consolidation point, you would have to wait for the breakout anyway. So there's really no way to know if this market is going to push up high. But like I said, the momentum is to the downside. So you find your entry based off of the break of structure. The easiest way to save yourself, you know, a headache is to wait for the market to break this position right here. Yes, more waiting, right? Break this position right here and return back up to see where it's going to create resistance in order to continue pushing down, or where it's going to retest. It's not necessarily resistance. It could be a previous low. So I could definitely see the market breaking down here and returning back up here to create that previous low and then push the market down even further. So we just have to wait. Like I said, today is F.O.M.C. So you just have to wait. And there is a lot of news surrounding oil. So I would wait for the entry after the break versus trying to get in, because this looks like a prime position, or trying to guess the market, because again, news will slaughter you guys. I think most of my traders already understand that. Now, the last thing is S&P. So I mentioned S&P. I've been mentioning S&P for like 3 weeks now. And I think last week is when we first got this move. So I was overall bullish on S&P. I've been bullish on S&P since, let's see where I have it. Since March of 2023. US 30 has also been bullish since March of 2023. Now, to me, this was the inverted head and shoulders that actually pushed this market up, which everything lines up. You know, I drew this information, and as it started creating more data, I was boxing it up, you know, following the trend of the market. So it, in fact, did create an inverted head and shoulder, and it played out like it should have, right? This is a big move from this pattern. Let me go on like a daily time frame. This is a big move from this pattern. So to me, the move is already completed. And what the market is trying to do now is correct itself back all the way back down to this position. So I think that we won't see the highs of S&P and US 30 this year or get those highs broken. What I think they're going to do is start retesting, start pushing their ways back down until we get to 2024, and we may see highs broken in. But as far as right now, I think that S&P is selling, and we have our confirmation. So we break it down to where we came from. And you can check my YouTube. Well, obviously you're on YouTube, but you can check my prior videos where I actually talked about this. Look what the conditions that we needed to confirm. Now, again, the market did pop up a little bit higher when I was looking for like a sell-off right here. I was looking for a sell-off right here. What the market do? The market popped up, created this resistance over here. That's fine, because again, you still want the information. Gave us the confirmation to the sell, and we were taking these trades, gave us the confirmation from this breakout right here. This was my first confirmation, but this was still like, okay, you're selling, but are you selling back to a support structure to pop back up? So if you remember, I said that we needed price to break this candle specifically, this candle highlighted in blue. I'm gonna go to the daily because it just shows, or 8 hour just shows one candle. There we go. So this candle highlighted in blue, the market was supposed to break this, and look what it did. It retested it probably like 38% on the fib. No, 50%. Perfect. 50% right here. And then another retest just shy of 38%, right? So this showed the momentum that S&P is in fact selling. Once we broke this candle right here that's highlighted in blue, that confirmed that this is a selling market. So I have no doubt in my mind that this is a selling market now. It's just all about catching the pullback. And here we have is another break of structure that you could have been able to see last night, where the market retested to, plain and simple. This is at the point where indices start being plain and simple. Break of structure. We're on Wednesday, so you get that break of structure where the market should be pulling back to these structure points and then selling off or buying up, right? So S&P, I'm looking at it to sell. The only thing is that, again, it's F.O.M.C. So price could want to hang out at this structure, like retesting it constantly before it breaks out. But again, once you get your close below this structure right here on the hour and you get your pullback, that'll be another confirmation that, yes, we're selling. So regardless, even if it pulls back to this imbalance candle right here, we're still selling. You see what I'm saying, guys? We've already had our confirmations that this is a selling market. Unless, I mean, again, you're not correcting the market all the time, but I mean, this is, as far as technical is concerned, this is clear as day. It's just what fundamentals are going to be said today. So again, this is where you would pull up Bloomberg Live, in my opinion, and watch that, guys, just to see. Even if you're confused about what they're saying, you'll learn what they're saying when you see how it responds to the market. You see what I'm saying? You don't need to know all the technicals. You just need to know the important information that helps you understand the information that's helping you understand what the market is doing. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if they're saying a terminology you're unfamiliar with, look that up. But if it's like, if it doesn't hold any meaning to you, then toss it away. Only focus on the important stuff. Because I know a lot of people struggle with thinking that Bloomberg is so complex, but it's like, I don't know everything that they're talking about. I'll look it up if I'm confused, but for the most part, I see what it does to the market, and that's the only information that I care about. So we're about to head into 8:30. So I'm about to start my own trading regimen. So I was giving you guys like what the potential moves are. So I told you I'm bullish on Euro USD. I'm bearish on US oil. Let's actually look at those, what they're doing right now, because we have some news come out. So yeah, Euro USD is still retesting. I'm thinking that it's gonna find this support right here and then push up around 8:30. That's perfect. Oil looks like it's already on its descent. down. Where we at? So first bear candle, obviously want to see more selling pressure, but we're about to hit 830. So 830 is about to make the market react. And then from there, you can find your point. But like I suggested, guys, I do recommend being out of this market by like 11 and then looking to re-enter after all the chaos happens around like 2 p.m. So unless you're in high or low positions, I would definitely look to secure some type of profit or protect my profit that I'm already in, and then make your decision close to 2 o'clock. I would definitely say that, well, 2 p.m., but I would definitely say that indices are a great opportunity to trade during those times. It may not seem like it because the market's about to close or reset at 5 p.m. Eastern time, but those are great opportunities to catch moves where it's like you have positions. And that's around 1:30 to like 3 o'clock, guys. So, heed that if you want to, use that information if you need it. But everything else so far seems pretty straightforward. We just have to wait for, more data to come out and then make our decisions from there. But this is what I'm looking at. These are my projections, guys. So I hope you guys found value in using it. I thank everybody for showing up all the time, man. I will see you guys tomorrow at, market overview for Thursday, just to talk about some of the trades that we took. And as always, guys, see you at the top because we're taking everybody to the top with us. Also, do me a solid. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out the door, guys. And I will see you tomorrow. Appreciate it.